Yes, the Champions League is back and it is the semi-finals of this season's Champions League, and we have four strong teams with two matches that can go either side from first leg down to the second leg. So we can always say that it's a match that can go either side in the both fixtures. So, but first of all, we have to look at what these both sides can put up in the first leg. Then from there, we'll look at the second leg uh, after whatever we must have seen in this first leg matches. Yes, first one. Let's start with uh, the match that have been dubbed the finals before finals, according to so many pundits and their likes. Yes, that's the match that will be going down tomorrow at between PSG and Bayern Munich. That match will be going down at Parc des Princes. So PSG will be hosting the first leg against Bayern Munich, and it could be recorded that both sides have met earlier this season in the Champions League. That's in the first leg, and if you look at what happened, it was a match that the Bayern Munich won. So if you look at what is happening in this tournament so far, in this competition so far, you can say that any side can get the win on the day. You can't say that because PSG is playing at home that they will win the match, and you cannot say that because Bayern Munich have defeated them before now, they are going to win again. No, it is a match that either side can win. The pendulum of victory can swing to either side, but based on what we have seen so far, so many of us can still say that Bayern Munich will repeat the feat they achieved during the group stages. If you look at their front line and their defensive, their defense, they can hold their own on the day. So we'll be looking at it. Let's look at their defense line. The defense line ships in goals. Yes, they ship in goals more than that of PSG. If I should say it like that, yes, they concede goals more than PSG. But then Bayern scores freely with the likes of Olise, Harry Kane, and their likes. They have good scorers. So I think PSG will have their work cut out. If they want to win that match, they have to defend resolutely, very well, for them to win that match, especially this first leg. This first leg will have a whole lot to say going into the second leg. So either they draw or they win this match if they want to progress, because Bayern Munich playing at home, they are a different animal. So I still believe, and for me, I will be saying that it's a match PSG should be winning. But then Bayern Munich can never be waved away with a wave of hand. They have what it takes to do their magic. If you look at what played out in the last round, that's in the quarterfinal between them and Real Madrid, they won both legs. Then, but on the other side, PSG playing against Liverpool won both legs as well. So this is a match that can go either way. Now, for the prediction, I would say PSG 2, Bayern Munich 1. That is my prediction. Now, from there, we will land to in Spain, in Wanda Metropolitano, where Athletico Madrid, the conquerors of Barcelona, will be hosting Arsenal, who defeated Sporting CP in the semi-finals. So, Atletico Madrid is a very good side. Yes, they are very good side, either away or at home. But at this point in time, they are not that defensive team that we used to know back in the days when they had the likes of Godin, Miranda, the likes of Luis. Yes, the left fullback, Luis, and not forgetting the other guy. What's his name? I can't pick out his name now. they defended very well those days. Yes, they defended very well those days, and they can defend from beginning to the end. If they say we are not going to score them, we are not going to score them. But now, at this point in time, they don't have such defenders again. But so I think they are good in counter. And then Arsenal on their own has good defense line. But then attacking wise, Arsenal doesn't score freely like that. So it's going to be a match that can go either way, as I said earlier on. Now, both sides will want to leave the ball for the opponent to just hold and then let's hit you on the break, especially Athletico Madrid. Now, they are not going to see the type of a team they saw in Barcelona. Talking about Atletico Madrid, Barcelona comes out, plays high line, and now they want the ball. They will play the ball behind the defense line and run with their pacey wingers and pacey front players, their strikers. But then Arsenal has good defense line. Arsenal parades a very good defense line that can hold their own on their day. So it's going to be a match that can go either way. And Arsenal on their own, if Atletico Madrid plays a low block, Arsenal finds it difficult to break down a low block. So should this match end in a draw? If it ends in a draw, I think it's going to be a match. It was going to be a very good what's it called? Outcome for Arsenal. Because if you look at these two sides, they also met just like what played out in the match in the other side. Bayern Munich playing first in the group stage with the PSG. Arsenal also played in the group stage with Atletico Madrid. But then Arsenal whitewashed Atletico Madrid by 1, 2, 3, 4 goals to nothing. So this time around, if Arsenal can get a draw away, then coming back to Emirates, it will be a very good ground for them to complete the deal. But then football is not always like that. You can win away and come back to your home ground and lose scandalously if you remove your eye from the crown. So the best thing for me for any Arsenal team to do is to make sure that they don't lose that match. Then coming back to Emirates, they'll finish it off. But then they shouldn't think that even if they get a draw away, they're coming back home, that is going to be rosy for them. It's not going to be rosy. This is a tough game per se. So my prediction in this first leg is Atletico Madrid 0, Arsenal 1. That is my own prediction. Arsenal will surely get a goal in that match. Atletico Madrid might still get a goal, but then I'm looking it in a way that Arsenal will defend. If their defense line, if they can play Hincapié, Mosquera, if Arteta can play Hincapié and Mosquera as fullbacks and then play the two best central defenders at this point in time, the whole world, that is Gabriel and Saliba. If he can play that line and now play the two pivots, if he can play pivot of Miles Lewis-Skelly and Declan Rice in the midfield with Odegaard in front of them, then we don't know the fate of Eze, his fitness, if Eze can come in, or even Martinelli. Martinelli is good in the Champions League this season. He is very, very lethal. He knows what to do whenever it is a Champions League match. So he can deliver on the day. So I still believe Arsenal has what it takes to win this match at Wanda Metropolitano. But then, if they can win the match, it will be a very nice one for them to end it in a draw match. Then coming back to Emirates, they can now finish the line. Like I said, Atletico 0, Arsenal 1. That's my prediction. Thank you.